Today I'm just a few miles from where I grew up. On this Christmas Day, I'm exploring the little rural village of Wistow. Please come with me on this week's episode of Landscape Adventures. I'm sat in the car waiting for the window to defrost because it is absolutely freezing here. Now I am about to go somewhere which is just around the corner from where I grew up, a little place called Wistow. I did a bit of scouting yesterday. It's a really gorgeous looking location, lots of trees, flooded fields, there's some Georgian architecture there and all sorts. I don't know if it is Georgian, for some reason I always say Georgian. I don't know if I just got that in my head from somewhere, but anyway, there's some old buildings. So I'm going to head out and have a look. I've got my flask of tea, I've got my thermal socks because I'm obviously going to need my wellies, which are in the boot. It's Christmas Day, I should probably mention that as well. So what else are you going to do apart from go and freeze your tits off in a field? Let's see how this goes. This is looking really promising already. I'm parked next to some woodland and I can already see some fantastic light coming through the trees. The skies are looking gorgeous. I saw some shots on the way up here, just trees against gorgeous blue backgrounds that would be wonderful shots in themselves. The thing now is going to be, is my mojo going to be there because it's so cold? And also, can I focus on any shot long enough to do it justice? I realise I probably need to slow down to stop myself getting distracted from other shiny things. But there's one shot that I want. It's now 1:30. There's a shot that I think is going to work about 3 o'clock. So that's going to be my main aim. So I'm going to go and scout that area out. And then in the time while I'm waiting for the sun to get in the position I want it to be in, I will have a look around and see what other shots I can get. But yeah, this one shot is my main target today. It's so bitterly cold here. It's even colder than I thought it was, and in fact the area I've come to shoot that I thought had this water on it, a lot of it is actually even iced over, which is, you know, gives some fantastic reflections. Got a really nice shot of this tree behind me using the reflections in the water and this gorgeous blue sky and the green fields. I'm really pleased with that as a starting point. If I get nothing else today, I'm really happy with that one. I managed to get quite low despite the fact of having to shoot behind the fence. I did manage to sort of shove my camera through the fence a little bit, and I'm really happy with the light on the shade and the contrast in this picture. I'm going to keep walking around. Really what I want to be doing is getting around the other side of the pond? The other side of this flooded field, and that's where I want my big shot for later on, because I think as the sun goes down, the reflections that are going to come off the water and through the trees are going to be amazing. So as per the plan, I've been wandering around the fields getting some really lovely shots. I've got a really kind of arty one of a bit of something sticking out of some ice with some gorgeous reflections of the sun setting in the background. I've been taking a few shots of this church. Don't think they're going to be anything brilliant, but again, I might be able to do something with them in the edit. It's now gone 3 o'clock, but the sun is still not where I want it to be, so I'm going to start now getting into position for the shot that I originally came here for and see what I can do with it. Cannot tell you how happy I am that I brought this drink out with me. Now I'm in position for the shot that I thought I wanted. You know, as I said, thought I wanted. I've been looking around, I don't think I can quite get in the position that I thought I was going to be able to get in. The sun is starting to set now, and when it goes blue and purple, we're going to have some really nice colours. I drove down here yesterday about this time, and the sky behind me over here just was absolutely gorgeous, which is what inspired me to come here today. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to get it, and I don't know if I can set the tripod up anywhere. I have to be honest, I've not used the tripod at all yet, partly because I'm sort of using almost a street photography style of landscape photography, if that makes sense, by which I mean I've set it to expose the highlights and I've made sure I've got plenty of detail in the shadows, and actually the light's been strangely diffused given the lack of cloud and the wonderful skies we've had, so I think it's going to work out quite well when I get back to edit them. There's some gorgeous cloud formations over there right actually at the moment. I'll bring those in. There we go. What was I saying? I don't know. Copper? So my dad just called me and I told him where I was and what I was doing, and he mentioned that the church that I'd been to, he thinks it was called St Albans. I'll tag somewhere in the video if that turns out to be incorrect. And he remembers exploring there as a kid. He bought himself some army boots because they heard that the church was haunted and they went on a ghost hunt. And to quote my dad, waste of time that was. But yeah, you can see there's a bit of colour in the sky now. I'm just waiting now for the colour that I want to come over. I'll be honest, I've changed my mind a million times about which shot I want, so I don't know how this is going to go. I thought I could get a little bit higher than I could, and I'm probably going to go back to my original idea, but it's going to be a little bit flat. In the meantime, I'm just going to carry on snapping. I am going to get my tripod out now, because I've been shooting at 38th of a second with OIS turned on, and you're just never quite sure how those images are going to turn out. Also, the cloud's getting a little bit darker now as well. That's not a great sign. But we'll see. So as you can see, we've got this gorgeous pink sky behind us. I'm going to come away feeling really disappointed. I know I am. I cracked out the telephoto lens because I realised from looking through my normal lens that I didn't really know what my subject was, and the telephoto helped me really zoom in on that. So hopefully I've got something worthwhile from that little shoot. Right, this sky is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to start walking back towards the car and see if I get the opportunity for any more shots on the way. Alright, so I'm walking back to the car. I managed to get some gorgeous sunset shots, some real burning sky shots of some lovely silhouettes on the horizon. I think today is going to be a lot about silhouettes, both in the daylight and as the sunset. I don't know if I got the shot I came here for, but all I do know is I've definitely got some shots to be proud of today. So as we go back to the car, I just want to say thank you for joining me on this special Christmas Day edition. Merry Christmas, even though you won't be watching this on Christmas Day. But please remember, like, comment and subscribe. The like is the simplest and easiest way to support me in doing this. It really helps with the algorithms, it gives me a bit of coverage. Hit subscribe, you'll just see my face once a week. You don't have to click on it, it's up to you. And yeah, leave me a comment if you've got any ideas for other stuff I can do. Bye!